Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin, and today I wanted to talk about my plans for doing a no by May, even though we're already into May, and also just kind of catching up on how our weekend's been going. Excuse the noise in the background, the spin cycle's going, so hopefully it doesn't get too loud. It probably will though. Potato for now is peaceful and my kids are playing outside. They're getting ready to have a water balloon fight with their friend when she gets home, so they've filled all the balloons and they've been very creative. They brought round the table from our garden and they've made a little snack area, and I've already had one interruption. And now the washing machine's going to interrupt me too, but there's no point in waiting for peace when they're off school. So it's a bank holiday today and the girls are off again, even though they've had 1 week back. And this week's all over the place. I think I mentioned it before because my daughter has a spring concert and I have to drive her back and forth a lot. And then there's people coming tomorrow to do something to do with the electrics. I don't get it, but basically we share a system with my neighbour at the moment, but they're making individual ones, so they have to come into the house tomorrow to do that. And I might just kind of stay out of the way because with Potato here it would just be a nightmare. And my weekend has been a mixture of really nice and really weird. I went away, as I told you, on Friday for a night, and we stayed in this little farmhouse. It was like a bungalow and it was in the middle of nowhere. It was really beautiful surroundings. There were loads of fields and sheep. There was a rooster that we could hear crowing, and it was just so peaceful. And they had a hot tub and I loved the hot tub. Me and the girls were in it constantly, and I've never stayed somewhere with one before, so it was a complete novelty. And there's just something really nice about being in warm water outside. I used to go years ago to a heated pool that was outdoors, but I haven't been in 20 years, so it was nice to do that. And they had an open fire, so we lit the fire, and that was nice in the evening. And they had Netflix, so we got to watch You, which is the TV series that my partner and I were watching together. We've now finished it, but we were able to watch it while we were there, and it was just a quick trip because we weren't even away for 24 hours. And we tried out a new little cafe on the way back that I'd never been to before, and Potato got a cappuccino, and we went to Rowan, and I'll share some clips with you of what it was like. Yesterday I was going to my parents' house and someone drove into my wing mirror and it came off. Well, the outside of it came off. I don't really know if the whole thing needs replaced or just the casing in the mirror, but I wasn't really expecting that, and it's kind of annoying, but it'll get sorted out. But because it's a bank holiday, I feel like I can't really do anything about it today. And the person was going really, really fast, so it was kind of a shock because it just was it basically felt like something exploded, and then I just saw it flying way down the road behind us. And then hers broke the guy behind her's windscreen as well, so it was a whole thing. And then I don't know, I think since that I've just been a bit nervous about driving, and normally I wouldn't be. I used to be a really nervous driver when I first got my license because I think I didn't get a lot of practice early on. I didn't have a car, and I didn't get a car until about 10 years after I passed my test. So I got refresher lessons, and it took me a while to kind of get up the courage to be able to do it without feeling like I was having a panic attack. But now I've just driven so much, like usually I'm pretty confident and comfortable driving, but that kind of shook me a little bit. And today we didn't go far because I had thought about going to a tulip festival that was at this place called Glenarm Castle. It's really beautiful, like they have thousands of tulips, and it's an annual event, but it's only on over this weekend. And it takes nearly an hour to get there though, and I didn't really want to do all the windy roads with one wing mirror, so I decided against that. And then I decided not to do the Festival of Fools either, which I'd mentioned. It was the circus performances in town. I just didn't really want to go far, so we went to Playing Fields, which is like just a few minutes from us, and walked Potato around the lake there, which was really nice, and I'll share clips too because we saw heron and swans and things. And then because it was a bank holiday, they had their little coffee van open, so we got something from it and then just sat on a bench in the sunshine. It was such a nice morning, like it just already feels like it'll be a nice memory. And then my kids brought their ball with them, so we were playing Piggy in the Middle, which was kind of funny. And yeah, Potato had a great time. He met some doggies. He met a pug called Betsy, who was really cute. She was 5, but I thought she was a puppy because she was so tiny, and she was like really woofy as well, which made me laugh because she was just so small and like delicate looking, but she had this like really loud bark. And yeah, my kids are now going looking for one of our neighbours to do the water fight together, and I just hope this time they pick up all the water balloons because they tend to do that every summer, and then they leave them like kind of peppered all over the garden for me to find for ages after. We also had a little planting session like I'd mentioned we were going to do this afternoon, so I just brought out the soil and seeds and pots and let them plant things for me. So they planted some flowers. We did sunflowers, nasturtium. They planted herbs and beans, and they were feeding the plants after with some plant food and water. And yeah, it was just a nice little activity. They love gardening, and my younger daughter's going to a gardening club at school at the minute, and she's really into it. Sorry, that's the washing machine singing at me. And yeah, I'll have to go hang that out after. So yeah, like she's really into it, and she actually gives me advice now on how to look after plants properly, so that's helpful, and she knows how to plant everything. And I don't know, she just seems to have taken in a lot of information from that. And last week they planted some sunflowers as well, so we have plenty of sunflowers planted. I'm just curious to see will they actually produce anything, because so far I haven't had much luck with that, but it could be different this year. And we've got so much sunshine at the minute. I love it. Like I wish the weather was always like this. Although I know you need the rain too, and I do like being cozy inside when it's raining. So I guess it's like it's nice to have the different seasons and changes and stuff. So yeah, that's like that sort of sums up the weekend and what we did. Yeah, there was a plant fair in Rowan, which I mentioned, and I just had a little look. Like I didn't actually buy anything. Like there was a tree there that was pretty small, and it was like £100. So I think some of the plants were rare, some of them were just kind of overpriced, but it was still nice to look around. And there was a bit of a like buzz about the place, and we just went, and yeah, we met my dad there. We had a picnic. We just wandered about, and it was really nice weather. Oh yeah, the no-buy stuff. So I don't want to do like an official no-buy where it's like all these rules and regulations, and where I am treating it like a religion, because I just think it's not good for my mental health. But this month I do want to have a kind of casual no-buy month where basically I'm going to be really careful with my spending. I'm not going to spend needlessly. I'm going to like plan ahead and bring things when I can. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't do that, but I'm going to be really conscious of my spending and just like check my bank statements and everything regularly, and like just kind of like find some sort of little reward kind of system for whenever I have had no buy days. Because actually like a lot of the year I have no buy days, and just because they aren't all one after another, it doesn't mean that it's a failure. It's still better than like spending money without thinking about it all year. I find if you do enough like no buy days scattered throughout the year, it still has an effect on your savings. And I just want to take the rest of this month. We're busy anyway because the kids are at school and they have clubs and things through school, plus different commitments with the end of year coming up. Like one of my daughters is going on a 3-day trip with her class, and my other daughter, as I said, is doing the spring concert this week. And there's just one thing after another where it's not things that we have to spend money on, but it's time consuming, so it's kind of easier to fill the time. They have a birthday party to go to, like there's plenty to do, and it's not like starting in July or something where they're off school and you're sort of like constantly having to come up with things to do together. Not that I mind that, but I do think sometimes the summer it can be more challenging at first to do a complete no spend because things crop up when your kids are off school. So yeah, let me know how your weekend has been and what you've been doing. I've been doing some cleaning this afternoon in between our little planting session, and Potato has been running about in the garden. I think he's pretty tired now. Thanks for watching, and I will make another video soon. And yeah, let me know if you're doing a no buy, whether it's a day or week or month or whatever, and just any ideas that you have and things you want to do in that time or what you want to save for. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye.